This year, International Children's Day coincides with Child Protection Week in South Africa, which is aimed at highlighting the scourge of child abuse in the country. Government has warned that it will be getting tougher on perpetrators of child abuse, but says South African children generally enjoy many rights which they should celebrate.
As South Africa, we have said children are important. We have said children must have a good foundation. Children must celebrate that they go wherever they want to, because previously there were areas that were secluded to certain classes. Number two, our children must be sensitive to the plight of the families that are still living in poverty. This year, we are going to be celebrating this day with nations of the world.
Many of the country's kids say they are grateful to be living in the new South Africa and are determined to make a positive contribution towards their country. These youngsters at St. Mary's High School near Johannesburg say it's that freedom they'll be celebrating on International Children's Day. They are all part of South Africa's born-free generation, who were born after the end of apartheid.
Well, I think it's quite an exciting time because we don't have the constraints of apartheid. But I think everyone sort of assumes that we're going to be this huge liberated group of people, but we're still really struggling with the issues of the backlash of apartheid.
I think living in this new South Africa, being a born free, I think it's a new clean slate where we can just go forward and just be the country that we want to be. And I think the reason why we are so we speak about it so often is because in history, I think it's an important thing that we need to learn about. We do need to learn about the roots of our country so that we can move forward and fix the mistakes that we have made in the past.
Like most kids their age, they have plenty of hopes and aspirations and big dreams for the future.
I would like to improve the country in any way that I can.
I want to travel the world and see how the developed countries have their infrastructure and what's working for them and how we can implement that into South Africa into cost-effective ways and just to improve South Africa and the way of life.
My hopes and dreams for myself is to be one of the best attorneys in the country, also to build a home for disabled people. So I really hope to make a positive impact in a small but big way.
I would really love to be a fantastic lawyer where I can just go out and really just look after people and really fight for people who sometimes don't have a voice.
As a young South African, I really hope that this country can diminish inequality and the poverty becomes less.
I want to study commerce, but only to help me to become an economist, to be part of the AU, and I want to do international relations. So I want to fix Africa.
Rene, Carme, CCTV, Johannesburg.